You are more than just my allies, my brothers in arms. You are my friends.
I don't know. I really don't know how to start this video. I threw that edit together this morning, and I posted it on the Call of Duty Zombies subreddit, and I posted it on Twitter as well. I know there's a lot left out of it, but I think it's a fair indication. And those ending lines are sort of powerful as well when you've been with the characters a long time. But yeah, hopping into the video, guys, make sure you do drop a like in this, and if you're new, make sure you do subscribe. I'm planning on doing a couple of sort of roundups of Call of Duty Zombies, like top 5s and stuff like that. Stick to the end of the video to actually sort of get your opinion in on that. I want to do a lot more videos like this where I'm reading comments and a lot of people's different opinions, and we can give a general consensus then on everything Call of Duty Zombies. But yeah, I uploaded the Nacht der Untoten ending cutscene yesterday on the channel. Just the full cutscene, not my reaction, nothing, just the full cutscene on its own. And a lot of you sort of vented in the comments. A lot of you had different opinions, and I don't necessarily agree with all of them. I know a lot of you don't necessarily agree with other people's comments, but I just want you all, I think I have a decent enough community that we can all acknowledge that people do have different opinions and we can agree to disagree. But yeah, I'm gonna get into the comments and the reaction of Nacht der Untoten, some of my responses to your comments, because I did reply to some of them last night. Sort of sum up how I was feeling last night, and I did say I was gonna sleep on it and go forward then. Yeah, Benzo Foe comes in with no Great War, no Dr. Monty. I feel cheated. I think that was a lot of people's opinions. It's a strong opinion. I do agree to a certain extent, and I'll go on to explain why I agree to a certain extent. Another comment from FSVG Illusion says, I feel very cheated by the cutscene. Pissed me off a bit. No war, no Monty. Nothing like how I thought it would end. Sort of touching off Benzo's point, but I'm gonna go on. Pudding Keeper puts it pretty simply, it's how to kill 10 years of story in 8 minutes. 10 years of Call of Duty Zombies, something like 24 maps, don't quote me on that, that's a guess. Kill is a very strong word, and it comes across that, Pudding Keeper, you are disappointed. And a lot of people were, a lot of people did feel underwhelmed. Once again, I'll get into sort of my opinion in a second. We got Bambi Rebel coming in with stupid ass slideshow. I really didn't like the 2D animation, and I know a lot of you guys didn't as well. I've always put that down to sort of the budget and the fact that Treyarch were put into the cycle ahead of Sledgehammer now, so they have another game coming out after Modern Warfare, and obviously some of them are working on the next game, so obviously the animation department, wherever, were taken a bit back, and budgets and stuff were completely lowered, and that's what I put the 2D animation to. But yes, I'm not a fan of it. Christian comes in simply with, this can't be how it all ends. It's a very abrupt and sort of depressing ending, so yeah, definitely agree with that. This ruined all the zombies from Noah Clem. Pretty much the same opinion. Noah actually comes back in as well, and he says, zombies was my childhood, and for it to end like this was disgusting. I think that's why a lot of people are disappointed, because they hold the zombies so close to heart. Play comes in and he says, this is why I deleted BO4 and Prestige Masters, and Zombies was a letdown. I'm not a big fan of the multiplayer in Black Ops 4. I wouldn't say Zombies was a letdown per se, it just didn't have as much hype this year. I think we can all agree on that. Like, we've seen the likes of Mr. Offwaffles and stuff uploading storyline videos on Call of Duty back in Black Ops 3, and they were getting like 1 million views within a week. And storyline videos now don't do too well on YouTube. Obviously, with people have different interests, a lot of people have grown out of Call of Duty. But yeah, I would definitely agree at the fact that Zombies did not have as much hype this year. Ryzen comes in with fucking garbage, fuck you Treyarch, and I really wouldn't just take that opinion on just straight away, just fuck this, fuck that. But he has been with the storyline from the start, 10 years, and you end it like this. Lazy writing, and there are questions still left unanswered. You can pretty much fuck whoever you want. But yeah, I do get the whole feeling of lazy writing. It seemed like a very easy way to end it. They were limited in the ways they could end it, the way they tied it up. But yeah, I'll get on to my opinion once again in a couple of minutes. IDK says, me, there's nothing more disappointing than my ex Treyarch, hold my beer. The general feeling is being very, very disappointed, and a lot of people are very underwhelmed with this. Kobe comes in and he says, another ending, another underwhelming ending. They jumped from the supposed paradise in Black Ops 3 to a bleak and collapsed reality. If anything, I think the ending that would have made sense for the get-go was restoration. You can destroy but repair after. I like that because Kobe came in and he kept the level head. He expressed his opinion and sort of gave a solution rather than just like fuck this, fuck that. Rin comes in and he says, am I the only one who thinks the ending isn't bad? It all makes sense, to be honest. The only thing I truly hate is how it was presented. I really wish it were a full cinematic using the actual models. Yeah, definitely. I think that was a lot of opinion. Nobody really wanted the 2D animation thing. 3D would have been a lot better. I think it's the least we deserved. Cosmic comes in with a very good point as well. He actually sort of states, I've seen this on Twitter as well, but we only got one new multiplayer map, one new gun, 3 total new guns, but only one earnable bribe, no new specialist, no new blackout location. New perk is cool, but no one's going to use it after a week. Final Zombies map is yet another remake. Intro and outro cutscenes are shitty comic book style again. No Dr. Monty or Shadow Man, no Pathicons, no Margwas, no Panzers, rehashed wonder weapons. Terrible ending. Yeah, a lot of people were disappointed. I mean, they built it up and built it up. Alpha Omega was not a bad map. I actually really like that map. But when you compare this map to maps like Origins and other ways they've sort of dropped a DLC for, it was very, very underwhelming, and it was not as fun and replayable and interesting as some of those other maps. But yeah, anyway, moving on to the point of the video, in my opinion. So I did say tomorrow I'm going to read out all your comments and discuss how I feel about it in a video. Just because the ending isn't what we wanted doesn't mean the journey wasn't incredible, and a lot of people are quoting that. I actually did quote that as well. It was something like the object of a journey sometimes isn't the end, it's actually the journey itself. And I was actually chatting to Infamous Zafon, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right, man. And I like this as well because he sort of addressed what a lot of people should address when they're in a YouTube comment section. The journey of playing not 1, not 2, but 3 remastered maps in Black Ops 4. The Black Ops 3 journey was fantastic, except for the ending and revelations. Like, not trying to be an ass to you, this is me. You didn't make the game, but like, I'm very disappointed. Why did they hype it up like this? It was supposed to be the best ending ever. Why tease the Great War in 2 of the maps? Like, all the hints and everything to be brushed away, and well, fuck it. Let's just kill off the characters, shoot me in the head, and let's put everything into the Dark Aether, cause fuck it, let's go down without a fight. Thanks for paying us $50. And he goes on to sort of express his frustration on Activision as well. To which I replied, and this is my general opinion and I'll evaluate on it in a second. Yeah, I agree 100%. They hyped up the Great War, teased / misled us with so much information, created arcs for characters to show us as fans that they don't go down without a fight, adding to the disappointment of this cutscene. But yeah, with the teasers etc, our imaginations ran wild, hoping for a better end map and storyline conclusion than this. The Black Ops 3 storyline was great. To go further to the storyline peak, which in my opinion was the introduction of the multiverse, which was the end of Origins. It got so many interested in the story as well as the gameplay. We all knew it was going to be hard to end the story and to let go from the characters, but the general feeling is we're all very underwhelmed with what we got and disappointed with how it turned out, as it felt like an easy option. I'm still trying to process a full opinion, but I definitely agree with your points, man. Infamous actually replied apologizing for the foul language, but like, I have no problem with language if you want to use it in the comment section. I'm happy that a lot of people vented because it actually gave me the opportunity to make this video, but my reply there sort of still says how I'm feeling today. The points that I touched on was they created a lot of arcs for the characters, and a lot of people hold the character arcs and the characters very close to heart, especially because a lot of us were playing from childhood and from when we were teenagers, that these guys don't go down without a fight. We idolize a lot of them, we've learned a lot from them, and for it to end like this, just sort of an easy ending, there's no other way. It does feel a bit cheated, to quote a couple of the comments. I also mentioned that with the teasers etc, I actually I do agree with that point. Although ciphers have contradicted and point towards Primus failing and the only way to end it is with a sacrifice. We knew someone had to go, but we didn't know all of us were going to have to go. And they did tease the Great War. A lot of people wanted the Great War in a map, and I mentioned our imagination. As fans of the story and fans of the game, our imaginations did really run wild, and just because like our imagination was up here and the reality was like down here, doesn't necessarily make any of the decisions made terrible, just not as good as we would have thought out. Definitely I do agree with the fact that a lot of people completed Origins, a lot of people loved that map, they seen the end cutscene and they were like, okay, what does this even mean? And if they weren't already interested in the zombie storyline, they were interested then. And to come to the options of ending it, I feel like that was definitely one of the predicted ways for them to actually end this story, but definitely wasn't the only way. And I am disappointed that our characters did go down without a fight. I mean, obviously they were trapped and in a loop and in a loop, and I came to it that Richtofen couldn't bear this knowledge, so then the reins were passed to Nikolai. But like, we always heard Jason Blundell, and we all know he sort of took a step back from zombies. He wasn't as involved as he normally would. There's a big controversy and everyone was like, oh, Jason get fired from Treyarch. Himself and I think one of the other creative directors did build up the end, and they were like, okay, I have this end in mind from the start, it's the only way it can be done. And like, I'm torn between, okay, they knew that this was the way it had to end, and this was sort of the direction with the resources they had available. This was the only direction they could have taken to hit that end? Or was it something bigger and better that they didn't have the budget for, they didn't have the resources for? It could have still ended up at the same place, but in a different way. I'm really not sure. I'm honestly still trying to form a full opinion on it. I know this is a long video. I just wanted to sort of just read out everyone's comments, give my opinion on it. I know a lot of us hold this storyline close to heart. I've uploaded over 200 videos on the zombie storyline itself, explaining to everybody, getting people involved, getting people's opinions. I love having discussions on storyline, and when there was a lot to speculate about and people's predictions and stuff like that. It's kind of sad that sort of this chapter of my channel is coming to an end. I do want to finish it off with a bang though, and do a lot of top 5 zombies, as I said earlier in the video. And if you're still here, first of all, thanks so much. And second of all, I do want your opinion on the top 5 zombies maps of all time. Your top 5 favorite zombies maps of all time, because I do want to make a video on it. I made one of these previously, back before Black Ops 3 released. But across the entire Aether storyline, I want your top 5 zombies maps. This includes the transit crew as well, and it would exclude the Black Ops 4 Chaos Story map. So yeah, if you're still here, I do want your opinion. I want you guys to comment pretty much your top 5 in order. I've done mine top 5 before. It's slightly changed since. I think my number 1 will always be my number 1, and that's Nacht der Untoten, because it is the first zombies map I really got into, and it's the first zombies map I played. So I hold that literally at number 1 for nostalgia purposes only, and I know a lot of people's lists would have that at number 1. Then you'd have like whatever the first zombies map you played was. A lot of people say Nacht der Untoten is their favorite zombies map. It's like the smallest zombie map ever, but because they put so much hours into it, because it sort of got them into zombies, they hold it so highly. But yeah, the general feeling is a lot of people are disappointed with this map. We held it so close to heart. It's never good when anything comes to an end, like Game of Thrones, like any TV show or movie or anything like that you watch. You never want it to end, but you know it has to. A lot of people have very strong opinions, like, okay, they should have ended it this way, they should have ended it that way, but it all comes down to the writers, the producers, the publishers, and the resources available to them all. And I've already explained the whole Treyarch problem, and I just think you should take that on board before you start turning around and saying, okay, fuck this and fuck that. And that's just my 2 cents, but everybody is entitled to their opinion. You can agree to disagree, and I did agree with a lot of you guys there as well. I just didn't agree with the way you went about it for some commenters. But yeah, guys, that's the video. I just wanted to read out everyone's comments. I want to get more involved with you guys in regards to your opinions, especially with zombies. I'm going to kick off this top 5 thing as well, and we can do a full wrap up of everything in regards to wonder weapons, characters, storyline moments, anything like that. If you do want to get involved in that, make sure you do subscribe here, and if you use Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter. Sometimes I'll throw out a poll there just to get an idea, or you can have an opinion on the next video I make as well. So yeah, I don't know how long this is into the video, but I think it's fairly long anyway. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep you guys too much longer. So without further ado, I am gonna leave the video here. It's been a wild ride, it's been a journey. Hopefully you guys will stick around on the channel as well. As zombies fans, I think we're already obligated to play the next installments of the Chaos Story and other zombies that Activision actually publishes and that Treyarch actually works on. We'll always play it. But this is the end of the Aether storyline, guys. I just want to thank everybody for sticking around, because I know a lot of you guys have been day ones. And yeah, I'm going to leave the video here. Peace out. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in another video very, very soon. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. Did you know that you can actually click the join button and become a member of the channel and support me in more ways than one? There's 3 different options, and they all have their separate perks. Just a massive shout out to our current supporters of the channel as well. You can have your name here by upgrading to the tier 3 of the channel membership. I'm always adding perks, and it gives you access to members only videos, a lot of behind the scenes footage. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, definitely do join the channel. Peace out, guys. Thank you all for watching.